Good afternoon, you all children. I think you all are okay and you are doing well. Today, our lesson is reading comprehension. Competency is extract necessary information from various types of texts. And today we are going to discuss two competency levels. 5.1 selects important part of a simple text. And 5.2 extract specific information from a text. So let's start with skill reading. Yes, as children, what do we read? Yes, we can read books, newspapers, stories, passages, notes, notices, poems, and etc. So children, why do we read? Yes, normally we read for pleasure and sometimes we read for information. And some children read as a hobby. But as grade 11 children, our target is to learn a language and we hope to pass the exam. So today we are going to learn about reading comprehensions. So this is our question number 7 from paper 1. And we can gain 5 marks easily after reading the comprehension passages. So we know reading is a very important skill and it helps a person to learn the language correctly. You may get some difficult words, but it's not difficult to understand the content of a piece of reading passage. So let's move on to reading comprehension. Yes. What is a comprehension passage? Yes. Comprehension passage is a piece of writing and there your ability to understand the passage is tested, especially in your O-level exam. So here our purpose is exam purpose. We are going to collect all the 5 marks from the reading comprehension passage given in test 7 in paper 1. So before going to the passages, we shall learn some guidelines to handle a reading passage. So how do we read a passage to get the answers? Dear children, sometimes we get a heading. If you get a heading in your reading passage, you can gain an idea about the passage. So if you don't have a heading, never mind, you can read the passage to get the main idea. But at the exam, before reading the passage, you read the questions first. So why do we read questions first? So we read the questions to understand what we are going to concentrate. So then it is easy to understand the passage and there you must focus your attention to marks for the given question. So if the mark allocation is 5 marks for the question. So you are expected to answer short answers. But if it is multiple choice, you have to select the correct answer from that. So after reading questions, let's start to read the passage. So you have to read the passage to gain the main idea of the passage. There you will gain a proper idea of the passage. Now regarding your memory, if you have a weak memory, read the passage again. So answering the question is very important. Now you read the questions. Now you have read the passage. Then your next stage is to answering the question. So how do you answer the question? There, highlight important information. So if you have a pencil, you can use the pencil. You can underline the information that are very important to answer the questions. Okay, you have to underline using your pencil. Then relate your answers back to the given question. So first you read the heading, then you read the questions, then you read the passage, and you start answering the question. So when you answer the question, make sure your answers are correct. So how do you check? Yes, I have given you some basic points. So this is very easy to understand the questions. So understanding the questions is very important to gain your marks. So dear children, please focus on given instructions. Read the instructions before answering the reading comprehension. Now here, I have given you a sentence. Jane went to Colombo yesterday. Now think, your question is regarding filling in the blanks. If the instruction says fill in the blanks, what are you going to do? So you must write the answer correctly. Be careful when write the answer. Please don't write unnecessary things. Write the letters correctly because you can go through the passage. Now here, what is your expected answer? Instruction says fill in the blanks. So Jane went to, your answer should be Colombo. So when you write the answer Colombo, be careful about spelling. If you misspell the word, sometimes you will lose your marks. Yes. If a question is asking true, false. So if it is true, false question, and here the instructions are given, say whether they are true or false. So here you must write the word true or false. Please remember children, please don't put a tick or a cross here. Or please don't write letter T or F. Why? Because the instructions say you have to write true or false. So here you must write either one. So we know that Jane went to Negombo, not Negombo. She went to Colombo. So your answer must be false. Yes. Sometimes the question asks to underline the correct answer. So if it is to underline the correct answer, you have to underline. Here, blank is there. Jane went to a blank. Yes, children. Here, please don't write the word Colombo in the blank. Please underline the answer. Blank is there. So normally we tend to write the answer there in the blank. But please don't write the answer. Please underline it. You have here three answers. A, Colombo. B, Negombo. C, Chilla. So you have to underline it correctly. So correct answer is A. Jane went to Colombo. So you underline it. So I think you will remember these things when you answer the questions. First one is to fill in the blanks. Second pattern is to say true or false. Third is to underline the correct answer. Then we have, yes, next one. When answering. Now normally here you are given 5 questions, dear children. So answer the easiest questions first. Now if your first question is difficult, please go to the second one. Why? Because it helps you to save time. So you must answer the easiest. And don't pay much attention to the details in the passage, because already you have marked most important detail. So I ask you to use a pencil there. And it is easy to find the keywords in the question. What is a keyword? Now my question is, what kind of day is it? My question is, what kind of day is it? Here, so the word is day. The keyword is day. So then go to the sentence. Today is a very cold day. So then the word day, keyword in the question, day, and it is there in the sentence also. So then you can easily find your answer. What kind of a day? So day, the sentence says today is a very cold day. So your answer must be, there are 3 very hot day, very cold day, and very bad day. So you can underline the word answer very cold day. That is answer B. So be careful when answering. Okay. Next we will pay attention to the question words. Yes. Now we have WH question words. Now here in the first example, I have given you 3 WH questions. Yes. Number 1, who is playing cricket? 2, what is child doing? 3, where is the child? Now we have 3 questions. 3 question words are who, what, where. So who is playing cricket? Now keyword, there are 2 keywords, playing cricket. Now go to your sentence. Here I have taken not a passage, actually a sentence. Playing cricket. Now who? Normally, we are asking a question word who. So you have to write a name of a person, most probably. So who is playing cricket? Yes, the child is playing cricket. Then second is, what is child doing? What? We are asking the thing, a thing, what is child doing? He is playing here. He is playing cricket. Then third one, where is the child? Where? A place is asked. Place. So where is the child? He is in the garden. So then we will go to the next question. When did we go to the canteen? When? Another question word. So sentence says, we went to the canteen at 10:30 a.m. Normally the question word is related to, the question word when is related to time, date, okay, a name of a year. So when? Here, when did we go to the canteen? So you can mention the time at 10:30 a.m. So next question, why does the girl pick flowers? Question, why does the girl pick flowers? Dear children, if you get the question word why, always we are asked a reason here. Why? In singular we call I. Yes, why does the girl pick flowers? The girl picks flowers to offer. So you have the keywords girl picks flowers in the sentence, and does the girl pick flowers? Then the question word why is there. So why? She picks flowers to offer. So why does the girl pick flowers? To offer. Then next question, how many bags did he buy? Yes, how many? We are asking a number. A number. How many? How many bags? So we have the keyword bags. So how many bags? Here he has bought three. He bought 3 bags. So your answer must be 3 bags. Okay, I think now you have got an idea about the question words who, a person, what, a thing, where, a place, when, time, why, a reason, how many, the amount. Okay, remember these words. So then it is easy to answer the questions. Okay. Now we will share our reading passages. Let's move on to the passage 1. Yes, children, we will do the passage 1. So now you must remember the instructions I gave you. Now please read questions. Yes. Yes. Number 1, what is cocoa? Now you have to concentrate on. Your second question is, where does it live? Now a place is asked. Then again, third question, where does it sleep? Where does it sleep? Again, a place. Fourth question, what is its favorite food? So you can underline favorite food. In the first question, you can underline cocoa. In the second question, you can underline live, the living place. Third one, the place it sleeps. So those are the highlighted words in question. In number 5, inside his bag, we have a person called Ryan. So inside his bag. So you had to highlight the word inside his bag. Okay, let's move to the passage. Yes, what is cocoa? Now you can read it. I will give you 2 minutes. Now very quickly go through the passage. Okay, Nisika, good. It seems you have finished. Okay, Mihiranga. Okay. Now you have to read the instructions before answering. Now already you have read the passage. Here I have given answer the questions below by putting a circle around the correct letter. Here, are we going to underline the answer? No, Pute. We are going to put a circle around the correct letter. Now we have 3 letters, 3 answers. We are not going to underline the answers. So you have to circle them. Yes, what is cocoa? Yes, A, a koala, B, a panda, C, a sheep. Yes, what is the correct answer? Yes, A. Yes, you have to circle A. Your answer is, yes, B, I am a panda. In the passage says, I am a panda. So, correct answer is B, a panda. What is cocoa? A panda. Okay, second question. Where does it live? Where does it live? Yes, you have the keyword live. Now go to the passage and find out the word live. Live. Yes, where does it live? Yes, it lives in China. So 3 answers are there: in China, in Canada, and in California. So here remember all the countries, the names of the countries. The first letter is C, and be careful while reading. So your answer must be in China. That is A. 3. Where does it sleep? Now our keyword is sleep put here. So go to the passage. Now please see whether there is the word sleep in the passage. So we can see the words sleep in two places. Yes. Sometimes I go to sleep in the trees. I also sleep in caves. So there are two places. What are the two places? Trees, sleep in caves, and sleep in the trees. So 3 answers: A, in a hole; B, in a nest; C, in trees and caves. So definitely your answer must be answer C, in trees and caves. Okay. Now we will move on to question number 4. What is its favorite food? Now keyword is favorite food in the question, and go to the passage and find out the words, related words, favorite food. So favorite food, it is my favorite food. So you have to find out what is it here. Yeah, what is it? Yes, what is the answer? Bamboo is a type of grass. Here you have to backward reference is important here. So the answer should be question number 4. 3 answers: fruit, bamboo, fish. So what is the correct answer? B, bamboo. Yes. Question number 5. Okay, here. Now, question number 5, it is not related with this. Okay, this is the question of the second paragraph. Okay, we'll move on to the second paragraph. Okay. Now read the questions here. Second paragraph. Yes. Number 1. With whom did the boys go to Kandy? With whom did the boys go to Kandy? Second question. So here what are the most important words or keywords? With whom, question word is important, and the word Kandy. So a place is here, Kandy. Then second question, who helped the children to put their bags on the racks? Who helped? So a person is asking, and the bags on the racks. It is important. Bags on the racks. Yes. Question number 3. What was the color of Ryan's bag? So you have the word color. So the question color and question word what? Number 4. When did the train reach Kandy? So Kandy, we need the verb reach, and the question word is asking about time, when. Okay, number 5. What did Ryan find inside his bag? Okay. So, inside his bag. Okay, we have to find out what inside his bag. So let's move to the paragraph. Read, take 1 or 2, 3 minutes. Yes, read the passage. I will give you 1, 2, 3 minutes. Okay. Yes. Now read the instructions. Read the following text and underline the correct answer. Here, Pute, you are not going to circle. You have to underline. Underline the correct answer. 3 answers are there. So, our target is to gain 5 marks at the exam for question number 7. So, multiple choice questions are given. So, number 1, let's start with number 1. With whom did the boys go to Kandy? With whom? So, there should be a person, and the boys have gone to Kandy with that person. Now, with whom? Now, we have here, Pute, we have 3 answers: parents, uncle, teacher. So, sometimes you can get the answers looking at the 3 answers. Here, parents, we don't see the word parents in the passage. We don't see the word uncle in the passage, but we find the word teacher. So, answer should be with the teacher. Answer C. Okay. With whom did the boys go to Kandy? With the teacher. Okay. You can mark the answers and try to count your marks. Okay. Number 2. Who helped the children put their bags on the racks? Now, who it is important, and you must find out bags on the racks. Now go to the passage and find out where it is. Bags on the racks. Yes. Now bags on the racks. So there you can refer the whole sentence. Some people help them to put their bags on the racks. So your answer is in that sentence. So answer should be some people. Answer A. Number 3. What was the color of Ryan's bag? Color. So you have to find out, you can find out the word color. So go to that place. Ryan's bag was blue in color. So what is the color? Color is Pute, blue. So we have 3 colors here: gray, blue and red. So answer is blue. Number 4. When did the train reach Kandy? Reach Kandy? When? So question word when is referred to time. Yes, time. So the train reached Kandy. So you have the word Kandy. Yes, in the question. So when in the evening. So 3 answers are there. When did the train reach Kandy? In the evening. Answer C. Yes. Number 5. What did Ryan find inside his bag? Now nice thing has happened. There had been 2 blue bags. Ryan has taken 1. So, and he has taken the wrong bag here. So he wanted to wear his new shirt, but what happened? There were no shirts, but only saris and frocks. Okay, number 5, Pute. What is the answer? A, frocks and saris. Okay, I think you have got a clear idea. Now I think passage 1 and 2, they are very easy. Now let's move on to passage 3. Okay. Yes, let's go on to the questions. Now we have a person, a name of a boy. What did Sena's grandfather give him? Number 2. Here we have no question word. The gill-like helmet helped Sena too. We have to fill the blanks. But here you can't write the answer. Number 3, with whom did Sena travel under the sea? With whom? Yes. Number 4, what helped Sena to see through the water? Here mistake is there. What helped Sena to see? SEEC. It must be corrected. Okay. Yes. What is the keyword in question number 1? Sena's grandfather give. Yes. Second one, gill-like helmet. The gill-like helmet. Yes. Number 3, with whom did Sena travel? Now under the sea, travel under the sea. Person is asked, with whom? Number 4, what helped Sena to see? What helped? To see through the water. To see through the water. Those are important. To see through the water. Number 5, what was the second strange sight that Sena saw? Second strange sight. We be careful here, Pute. Second. Okay. Okay. Let's move to the passage. Yes. Read it. Read the passage. I will give you time. Quickly go through it. Yes. Yeah. Answer the questions below by putting a circle around the correct letter. Here also, we can't underline. So be careful when answering the question. Read the instructions carefully. So normally, you don't read them at the exam. And even some children feel lazy to read passages. But Pute, this is very easy. Okay. Yes, question number 1. What did Sena's grandfather give him? Now we have 3 answers. Okay, we'll move on to the passage. What did Sena's grandfather give him? Yes. Now in the second line, his grandfather, we have that word. And he is asking a question. Would you like to travel under the sea? Then what did the old man do? He took out a suit from the bag. But Pute, here we have only one answer, a suit. But the question and the answers, we have 2 things. So that means you have to read the passage from there. Okay. So then put on this special suit. Now he is asking to put on the special suit and he gives a reason. And what did Sena do? He quickly put it on, and the old man next took out a gill-like helmet. You know the word helmet. Normally we can see gills in a fish. We call it karamalak wage helmet ekak. So he gave it to Sena. Okay, so what are the 2 things that the grandfather gave him? Not a bag and a suit, not a suit and a radio. So he has given a suit and a helmet. Okay. Now you have to circle your answer. Okay. Next one. Now the gill-like helmet helped Sena too. So what was the help? Yes. What happened? The grandfather is asking, before you dive into the sea, you should put this helmet on. Then you will be able to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. So your answers are helping you rather than the passage when finding the answers, Pute. Now 3 answers, breathe in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. So breathe in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. And C, breathe in carbon dioxide by giving out oxygen. So normally as science students, you know the process and your knowledge is helped here rather than reading the passage. But my advice, please read the passage also. Okay. So what should be the answer? Normally we breathe oxygen and we give out carbon dioxide. So we should circle the answer A. Breathe in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. Here Pute, be careful. Please don't write the answer in the blank. Do what you are asked to do. Number 3. With whom did Sena travel under the sea? With whom? Did he go alone there? Yes, with whom? Now you can see, yes, they both stepped into a wonderful machine call. So they both, here we have a clue. So then we have, away went Sena and his grandfather. So both have gone there, and the pronoun they also help you. They were traveling. So they, that means Sena and his grandfather. So with whom did Sena travel under the sea? Yes, with his grandfather. Okay. Yes. Number 4. What helps Sena to see through the water? Now, he can see through the water. What is that? Yes. Yes. What is the device? To see through the water. Now you have the phrase here, to see through the water. So what helps? The gill-like helmet. The gill-like helmet. Yes. Now, yes. Now 3 answers are there. Now it says the special device on the helmet. Okay. The special device. Now if you read it further in the passage, it says, yes, a special gill-like helmet, and there is a special device here. Okay. Yes. Then question number 5. What was the second strange sight? Now maybe there are 2 sights definitely. So be careful. Don't write about the first sight. So there are 2 sights. Sena saw a strange sight. Sena saw a strange sight. First one is, yes. Now here we have the second. Sena saw a strange sight. Some men were digging 14. So that is one sight. Further on, Sena saw a strange sight. What is that? 2 dolphins were protecting a shovel of fish. So see, now go to the question again. What was the second strange sight? Now we have 2 answers, 3 answers. Some men were digging 14. A shark is following them. 2 dolphins were protecting a shovel of fish. Okay, so not the first one. I am asking here, Pute, second one. So answer should be C. Okay, here you have a word. I will go to the passage again. Yes. Those acres of plankton, yes, what are they? Yes, new word. You can learn it. What is that? It is in the water. We can see small organisms floating in the sea or fresh water. Yes, in Sinhala we call that plavanga. Yes, plankton. Okay, remind that also. So this nice thing. Now, actually I am asking you a comprehension. So actually did he go there? No, this is a, yes, dream. So read when you are free. Next one, passage 4. Okay. Now read the questions first. Now here there are so many years, Puti. 18 years. When was Joseph Lister born? Born. So when is there? Born is there. Question number 2. Where did he get his first appointment? Where? A place is required and first appointment. Third question. What universities did he attend? So names of the universities, because 3 answers give you the names. Number 4. What was the name of the chemical he used to spray the air? A name of a chemical is asked. Now he uses this chemical for a special reason. Yes, it is used to spray the air. Yes. Last question. What was the death rate at that time? Death rate. And be careful with the phrase at that time. Okay. Yes. Read the passage. I will give you time. Be careful. So there are so many years mentioned and there are so many places, and must be careful when reading this. Okay, children. Now, when you get a passage like this is somewhat lengthy, but don't be afraid, Pute, because the questions are easy. Now, normally, when you get a passage like this, you feel lazy to answer. Okay? Yes. Now, when is there in question number 1? The word born is there. Okay. Now, before reading, before doing the question, you have to read the question and instructions, underline the correct answer. Here, we are not going to circle them. We are going to underline the correct answer. Okay. Yes, born is there. And when, yes, year is there. What is the year, Puta? It is in 1827. So what should be the answer? Answer should be B. Okay, second one. Where did he get his first appointment? Where a place is asking first appointment. Now go to the first appointment. Yes. In 1861, yes, he was appointed surgeon of the Glasgow Royal Infirmary. Yeah, hospital, Royal Hospital. So he became a surgeon. So what should be the answer? Yes. Yes. Yes, he became a surgeon. Okay. This one. In 1856, he became a surgeon in the Edinburgh Royal Infirmary. Okay. Where did he get his first appointment? So your answer should be in Edinburgh Royal Hospital. Yes. Number 3, what universities did he attend? What universities? Yeah, names of the universities. So there are universities. Where are they? They are universities of London and Edinburgh. So your answer should be question number 3, London and Edinburgh. Answer B. Question number 4. What was the name of the chemical he used to spray the air? Here be careful. We have carbolic carbon and citric acid. Okay, so all the answers look same. Yes, now go to the passage. Yes, now what did he do? What did he use? Yes, he used yes, he sprayed the air with carbolic acid, believing infection to be caused by airborne dust particles. Lister sprayed the air with carbolic acid. Okay, so what is the chemical he used? That is carbolic acid. Yeah. Then we are asking a death rate at that time. So after using this, he reduced the death rate, but the question is asking at that time. Yes, the death rate, mortality rate, keep surgical. So when before using this, so death rate remain close to 50%. Okay. So while using or after using carbolic acid, the scientists, the doctors were able to control the death rate. Okay. So it should be, answer should be 50%. Okay. Next, move on to the 2019 O-level paper. Yes. Now, in year 2019, you got this question for question number 7. Now, very quickly go through the questions. Whose birthday falls in October? So, month is important here, October. Then second one, what was Sandhuni doing when her sisters arrived? Now there is a name of a girl, Sandhuni. She was doing something. Yes. Sisters arrived. It is important. Then question number 3. How much money did the piggy bank have? How much? Yeah. The amount of money. Then again we have a blank. The gift that Sandhuni selected was, so she has selected a gift. Yes. Then number 5, the word realized in line 10, realized. Okay. Now very quickly read the passage, Pute. Here also read the passage and answer the questions. But nothing is given whether to underline or whether to circle. So you can underline the words here, answers here. Okay. Okay, children, sorry for your interruption. Okay, yes, whose birthday falls in October? Now you have to find out. Yes, there are three answers. Yes, Sanduni's mother's. Now how do you find? Yes, so the phrase happy birthday mother. So it will help you to find out the correct answer. Yes, so whose birthday? So it is Sanduni's mother's. Answer B. Yes. Number two, what was Sanduni doing when her sisters arrived? Now, Sanduni was doing something, sisters arrived. Now you can say, see, yes, her married sisters arrived. Her married sisters arrived. So they greeted Sanduni's mother happy birthday. So what was she doing there? Yes, Sanduni was helping her mother to get the picnic table ready. So what was she doing there? Yes, you can answer. Yes, we have three answers. Yeah, A is correct, preparing the picnic table. Yes, number three, how much money did the piggy bank have? Here, all the amounts given in the three answers are same, 100 rupees, 100 rupees. So, less than, more than, exactly. Now, if you read the passage, so you will see that exactly she has 100 rupees. So, she took the flower, is that all the money you have? Asked the cashier. So that question supports you to find out the amount. The other thing she has, that she realized that her 100 rupees, again it will help you. And there again you have, it was a 100 rupee note. Now three places. Remember, yes, it was a 100 rupee note. And in the second paragraph, you have again her 100 rupees. Then she took the flower to the cashier and gave the 100 rupee note. So how can you prove the amount of money? So here question is there, is that all the money you have? So then I'm sorry dear. So that means she can't buy. So she has the exact amount. She has an exact amount, exactly 100 rupees. So your answer should be C. You can correct if you have answered the questions correctly. Yeah, the gift that Sandhani selected was gift. So go to the gift items. Yes. Yeah, next to the shopping center. As she looked at the pretty dishes, we have pretty dishes. So her 100 rupees wouldn't be enough. So she can't buy the pretty dish. Why? Because her 100 rupees would not be enough. Then suddenly she saw a pretty red flower. How much is it? It is 99 rupees. So what did Sandhani do? She selected the red flower because it costs 99 rupees. Okay. So what did she select? Yes, question number 4. She took the flower to the cashier. Okay. Number 4, the gift. So a red flower. So here the word realized in 10th line, it means realized. Yes, she realized. that her 100 rupees wouldn't be enough. That means she has some understanding here. So realized means, so here you have a good knowledge about vocabulary. So it will help you to answer that question. Number 5, realized. What should be the answer? Understood. Okay, we'll move on to 2020 test 7. Question number 6. So I think this is very easy. Yes. Number 1. How often did the writer and his family visit grandma? Number 2. What did grandpa offer them? Where was the antique clock? Number 4, eventually in line 13. Number 5, what is the correct order of events which happen at grandma's? I think you can do it alone. Yes, read the questions first. Then underline the relevant phrases or the phrases that help you to answer. And then read the passage. And before answering the question, read the instructions. It is a must. And you can do the passage 6 at home. And you have some 2 activities in your workbook. When you are free, you can do page 77 in workbook, activity 1. Please do it. So check whether you can do it alone. And then you have a nice story in page 95, question number 12, Goddess Demeter and her daughter Persephone, a Greek story. And there are some questions. So please do O-level question number 2020 and workbook reading comprehensions, 2 reading comprehensions. Check whether you can write answers correctly. Okay, children. So I think you have got a clear idea. So thank you very much for participating in the session. And I think you all are keeping well, and may God bless you, children.